So don't mind my hair. I know I need to re-dye it, but I am in the middle of deciding if I want to dye it the same colors or do something different. So I'm kind of letting it fade out more. But yeah, so don't mind my hair. But yeah, I am starting on this room. And so the plan right now, there are a couple of holes in this room. Let me go ahead and show you. This wall is pretty safe. There's one right here. There's a couple over there that you can see, those white spots are holes. And then this one also has a few here and up in there and stuff. So before I can fill in the holes, I do have to do the spackling thing again. But before I can spackle, it recommends that you clean your walls. So starting that process all over again, you guys. Just not as much as in the other rooms. But yeah, I've already started scrubbing the walls. I've got about halfway through with this one. And honestly, you guys, these walls needed it. I don't know what my kids did with their dirty little fingers, but way down there. This is where my youngest bunk bed was at. So, yeah, kids. So yeah, I am scrubbing the walls, and I have a really cool idea. At first, I was just gonna paint just the pink wall blue and leave the two walls gray. But there's actually this giant chip in the paint right here. This is not a hole. The paint has come off. And I don't have that paint, and you know, trying to color match exact paint colors to paint that's already been painted, I wasn't going to do it. So I decided I'm going to do something totally different. My son is also going to get unique walls. I also felt bad because I made his sister's room all unique and stuff, and I was just going to do plain walls for him. So I was like, I felt bad doing it like that. It was like, I'm all about making sure my kids feel equal to each other, that no one feels more loved than the other. And so I realized doing their unique room and his just plain, I mean, it wouldn't be plain, it would still be two colors, but still there would be no special design, no nothing like that. It kind of made me feel bad, so I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna do it. So I have a really cool idea for his walls as well. Now I can only do it to two. For him, he's gonna get it not all the way around, but the majority of the way. So he's got two solid walls. This wall has a window, so I can only do the pattern that I'm thinking about on this half. And then of course, like I said, this wall is not even a full wall, it's just a dividing wall, I guess you can say. So I'm not gonna do the design on that. I'm just gonna paint it. But on this one, I'm gonna do the design as much as I can. I don't know if I'm gonna start at the very corner and just make it look like the window cut into the design, or if I just want to start from here this way, and then it's gonna wrap around all the way. I'll show you once I have it taped, and you'll kind of get an idea. But I'm not only incorporating his own colors, so I got two new colors for him. Well, not two new colors. I got one new color for him, and then the color that's the ceiling in the girls' room is going to be on this wall. But I decided, because I had leftover of the teal and leftover of the purple, I'm also going to put a little bit of splashes of that in there too. So you'll have to stay tuned to see what it looks like. And Rosie wants to say hi. So yeah, I'm gonna do a unique pattern for my son as well, and it's gonna incorporate not only one new color and the ceiling color, but it's also gonna have splashes of the other two colors since I have a little bit left over. And like I said, you'll just have to stay tuned to see. So let me get to scrubbing, and then I guess I'll film a clip of me spackling, and we'll just go from there. Stay tuned. Alright, so I am all done with the scrubbing of the walls. To me, it looks much better. That big stain that was right there and all of the gray wall is gone. So yeah, I'm gonna start the spackling, and there's actually only a little bit left in this. I didn't realize I used so much of it, but it's a lot lighter than it was when I was using it in my dad's room. And yes, if any of y'all are curious, I am still partially a cripple. I can walk on it without the boot, but it's kind of a little sore. And so when I plan to do a lot of walking or a lot of standing or just a lot of moving around in general, I like to wear the boot to keep it protected, because if I turn a certain way or land on it the wrong way, it hurts. So I'm wearing the boot still. I'm gonna give myself another week before I try and fully wean, I guess you can say wean myself away from the boot, wearing it less and less basically until I feel more comfortable and more secure in walking around in it. But yeah, anyways, let's get on to the spackling. I'm gonna go ahead and record what I can in fast motion, so if I can get it open. And a nail stuck in the wall under the paint. Now I'm gonna wait about, the majority of them are already pretty much dry. As you can see, this one right over here, this one is already white. So I could pretty much probably go through and sandpaper them already, but I'm gonna be a little bit extra cautious and give it another hour before I sandpaper it. But put that down. I already covered it, but that giant nail that we were trying to get out did create a giant hole. So you can see where it's still pink. It's still drying. It's pretty deep too, so that one's going to need a second coat. So I'm gonna give it about an hour, let them dry for about an hour, and then give that one a second coat and sandpaper them, and then I might be able to start painting today, as long as I don't get called into work. Right now I'm on call because we had a big storm yesterday, and I guess the storm did some damage at my job, and so they said they were going to be closed for half the day to try and clean up, and if we open, they'll call me and tell me to come in for my shift. So I'm on call right now, so I'm waiting to find out if I'm going to work or not. So yeah, if I don't get called in, I might actually be able to start painting in here today. And I am painting the walls white first, just like in the girls' room. So I'll get back on here and let you guys know what happened. Okay, so I decided that while I was waiting for the spackling stuff to dry, that I would go ahead and switch out the blades for the fan. So when we bought these blades, we bought these, this fan when Lily was like 4 or 5 when we first transitioned her over here. And the really cool thing about the fan was it was basically unisex. You could choose pink for a girl or blue for a boy. And the pull down strings right now, there are little flowers. It actually came with blue stars if you wanted to do the blue or boy side. I know some people don't like the whole color gender definition thing, but yeah, anyway. I was a little extra about it and put flower stickers on the pink side. Not flower, that's not flowers. Those are butterflies. I put butterfly stickers on the pink side just to make them look a little bit more cool or pretty or whatever for Lily when she was little. But I'm going to go ahead and I've already flipped this one around. I'm about to show you what it looks like for the quote-unquote boy side. So I got one down, 3 to go. But yeah, so as you can see, they're all on this butterfly side, but I just flipped it to where it's going to be on this nice, pretty blue side. I cleaned it, but so I figured I'm going to go ahead and get that done. So now this will sit up there with the blue. I don't have any stickers on to put on these to make them more unique. Maybe I'll buy some later on. He's really into dinosaurs, so and Minecraft too. So maybe I can find some decal stickers for that and stick them on here. But for now, they're just gonna be plain blue. And I also know where my stars are at, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch those too. And pretty much probably by the time I'm done doing all this backlight should be dry enough for me to sandpaper. Oops. Alright, so I finished with the fan. They're all blue now. And these, I could only find one of the stars. So I'm actually going to just order some new ones. So yeah. I'm gonna wait to do those. I found some really cool glass ball ones that are gonna be matching the colors of his room. So I'm just gonna order those off of Amazon and I'll switch those out. Then my bedroom light is off, so it's about to get real dark. Not real dark, but it's a little lighter than I thought it was. Okay. So yeah, I thought I would just show you guys that I did finish switching out the blades, but I can't find my other star. I thought about just putting one on there for now, but I was like, it's kind of a hassle. So I'm just gonna wait for the ball ones to come in when I order them, and then I'll switch them out then. I also like the idea of doing that because my son is quite short, obviously, because he's only 4, about to be 5. So these, he can't reach up there. The ones that I found, they come with a chain that you can cut to size. So I'm thinking that I'll fix the size according to whatever size he needs in order to reach it, so he can turn his light on and off when he wants to. So yeah, I believe for the majority, there's still some of it, like the really, really big ones, like that one up there. This one, of course, the one that is a new giant hole, you can even see where it's still kind of pink. It's still drying. It's only been probably about 30 minutes since I've done it. But for the most part, most of these are already starting to dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it another 30 minutes for that, at least for that one to dry, and then do my second coat on it, and then give it another hour and go from there. It is 12:51 where I work. We close at 5 o'clock, so if they do not call me to come in by 1 or 2, I don't think we're going to open, because there's really no point in opening that late. So I might actually be able to start painting today. It's looking like a possibility. So yeah, I thought I would just give you an update on the fan. I got it switched out. I just can't find this other star, so I'm just gonna order them. I'll get back on when I sandpaper, I guess, because I didn't show you that in the other room. It's not sandpaper, it's a sand block that feels like sandpaper, and you just use it to scrub. But yeah, since I didn't film a clip of me doing that when I did the girls' room, I'll try and film a clip of me doing it in here. So, but yeah, see you in a second, in about 30 minutes for me. Okay, so it's been about 2 days since the last video clip. That night I ended up not doing what I said I was gonna do because I needed to make dinner and feed my kids and put them to bed for school. It got really late, so I just ended up skipping out on it. Yesterday I was gonna work on it, but I was really exhausted and suffering from major migraines yesterday, so I didn't do anything yesterday. Today I'm done dropping off everybody who needs to be dropped off. My kids are home from school. I do have one little one way back there. Can't really call her a little one, who's been sick the past 2 days also. So I've been dealing with her. So she's feeling a little bit better today. She says she feels good enough that she'll probably be able to go to school tomorrow, which is good because she's got cheerleading practice tomorrow, and then she has cheer camp on Saturday. And at practice tomorrow, they're gonna go over everything she needs to know for Saturday. So it's really important that she goes since she missed out on today's and yesterday's. So hopefully she can catch up on that. So basically, I feel motivated. I don't have any headaches today, and I'm done driving in my car to places and dropping off kiddos. So let's get to scrubbing. So I'm gonna set you guys right here. Still don't know where my tripod is at, so you're gonna have to bear with me on that. Okay, so basically after you're done spackling the walls, you let it dry, and as long as the holes don't need a second coat, which I did do a second coat on the 2 big holes that were over here, as long as they don't need a second coat, then once you're done, you go through it and you just sandpaper them. You don't have to do like a huge amount. You just sandpaper it a little so that way they kind of seem flush with the wall and smooth and not rough to the touch, basically. So yeah, so I just bought this little block. Unfortunately, I don't remember how many grit it was. I just looked up what the recommended grit was, and I bought that in block form. You could do block form. They have paper form. They also had like more like a handheld one. Like it had a hand and a paddle, and then a block was attached to the paddle. Cheaper to just get the block without the paddle handle thing, so I just got the block. But yeah, so let's get started. This is probably going to be another section that I fast forward a little bit. This time I will try to remember to put music over my fast forwarding so you don't hear a lot of thing going on in the background. Yeah, okay. And again, don't mind my hair. It's frizzy, it's everywhere. I just roughly, and it's puffy. Really, really puffy. Alright, okay. So because I haven't brushed it, because I brushed it after I braided it. My hair always does that. After I braid it and then brush it, it just goes really puffy. Anyway, let's get started. have a proper place to place y'all in order to get this well done. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and and show you what's left afterwards. And this is the really messy part of this job, which is why I'm sneezing, because you can't see it there. It's everywhere. You see that? And now it's in my nose. So, and on my camera. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it looks a little grainy all of a sudden, because, yeah, this dust stuff gets everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to turn you off, and I'll come back here shortly. Alright, so, just finished that one as well. And to show you that that's how much dust accumulates. And it's, yeah, all over my face. All over me, my hair, like it's everywhere. So I'm gonna not take a shower yet because I still got more to do. There's no point in me taking a shower if I'm just gonna get dirty. But I'm gonna try and clean up a little bit, and then I gotta wash. I have to sweep all the dust off the floor, and I have to re-wipe down all the walls. All right, I am back. Dust free myself, and I have already wiped down all the walls and swept the floor, so now they're all dust free. The walls are still a little wet, so look at this sneezing again. Obviously there's still dust in there. Definitely one of the things I do want to say when you're doing this, probably wearing a safety mask is probably required or recommended. I did not, and as you can see, I'm paying for it. But yeah, so I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let the walls dry, and I'm going to get some dinner. My kiddos are eating right now. So I'm going to get some dinner, and I might get back on here and paint a little bit tonight. Or I might save the painting for tomorrow night because it is 8:13. My kiddos usually have bedtime by 9 o'clock. So we'll see what happens. You'll either see me again tonight or I'll wait until tomorrow to do the painting.